You know what I realized? After almost 7 years in Canada, I basically grew up here. And after 7 years, I'm finally moving out. And there is something I realized, and that it did change me, and it changed me a lot more than I thought. And it changed me in every good way you can change. I think Canada has a lot of problems, and there are a lot of things I don't like about Canada. But one thing Canada did well is the people. And by people, I mean mentality, or you can call it Canadian DNA. Basically, Canadian DNA is a lot different, or mentality is a lot different from Japanese or American or any Latin or let's say Thai or whatever. It's a lot different because to be a Canadian, you don't need to be some special person. You don't need to look certain way. You don't need to have certain beliefs, religion. You don't need to be in any certain way. All you need to be is you. If you're a decent person and you respect other people, what they believe, how they speak, how they dress, their gender, everything. If you respect other people and you don't bother them, and you're being nice no matter what, I think that's what makes you Canadian. It's not the way you look, it's not the way you speak. It is that mental state where you accept people for who they are. And I don't really think that happens a lot in this world. As we see, even on example with the United States recently, that people are not being accepted for who they are. And you can argue as much as you want that there is only one way to live, or there is another way to live, or this way is wrong, this religion is wrong, and that. But in Canada, it's what we do is that we accept people no matter what. Of course, we're not gonna accept like criminals or bad people, but we accept people. If you wanna believe in something different, or you're coming from a country that is doesn't have a best image, or your people had done something bad in the past, it doesn't matter. As long as you're a decent person, you respect others, you're accepted here. And the difference between other countries is that if you receive passport let's say in China or Japan, or or like Middle East, people will often judge you by the way you look. Here it will not happen. In airport, everybody will always assume you're Canadian. In other countries, they'll be like, "Oh, he doesn't really look, Japanese. He doesn't look, or in the Middle East, he doesn't look Middle Eastern, or in South America, he doesn't look Latin." But here, you you look Canadian because you look human. It's just as simple as that. And I think that's the strongest part of Canada, and that's the best part of Canada. I don't like many things about the country or government or whatever, but the mentality, the identity, unlike anything else. You're human, you're part of that country. Of course, it's not really that simple because you need to come to this country, pay like 120K for your degree, get a job, get experience, get PR, get passport. It's not that easy for people who come in. It's not just you can show up and be like, hey, I want to live here. It's not as easy as that because we live in the real world. But as far as being Canadian, you just you're just being human. That's it. And that's really strong idea because we all people living on this planet. And in other countries, people like, no, you have to look certain way, you have to sound. Here you're just human. And this is the by far the best part of this country. And I think where in which it changed me, because even though I'm living after almost 7 years, it changed me because I see people now as people. I don't see people as stereotypes. I don't see people as nationalities, or I don't see people as appearance. I see people as people. It's so simple. You go to any country and those people are people. There is no separation. I just see, oh, they're good people, they're good people, they're good people. And that's the best part. I don't my views and the way I see the world, the way I treat people, and the way I identify everything has changed a lot, and it changed probably in the best way because our Canadian identity is seeing people as people, and that's it. and I'm really grateful for that. I learned the best lesson. I have become who I am right now, and there is no better country I would choose to grow up in. It is literally the best country you can grow up in. If you're feeling oppressed, if you're feeling like you're missing something, come to Canada. It's not perfect. The prices here are high. Everything is really expensive. There are lots of problems. But one thing I can promise you, you can be who you are more than you can be anywhere else. Thank you.